Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a game that was. Nottingham Forest. Fair play. Fair play. That was an absolute thrashing. Demolition. Crush Brighton to pieces. 7-0 should have been 10-0. Wow. You lose 5-0 to Bournemouth. And I seen the way Nottingham Forest started the game and I was like, they look a bit defensive here. They look a bit, out of sorts here. But ever since the own goal went in from Brighton, they just went up a level, up a level, up a level. That is what you call a reaction. Nuno must be absolutely buzzing now. He wanted character. He wanted a reaction. He wanted them players to rise up. Bournemouth are a very, very good team. But it was poor from Forest to be conceded 5 goals. And that sort of reaction is why they deserve to be where they are, man. Premier League, 3rd in the table. And deservedly so, man. This Champions League is going to become a possibility for Nottingham Forest. All they have to do is keep on working hard, keep playing the way they're playing. When you have the likes of Elanga, Gibbs White, Wood, you've got my man in midfield, you've got the Rock at the back in Murillo. Sells, oh my days, what a keeper, Sells. Another clean sheet. Thank you very much, fantasy. Chris Wood, thank you very much for the fantasy. But if you're a Nottingham Forest fan right now, you must be over the moon. I don't know if this is the best victory Nottingham Forest have ever had. It probably is. What am I talking about? This is the best victory they've ever had in top flight football. It is. I don't know. Maybe I'm young and I'm not old enough to remember the 80s and the 70s. If you can, let me know in the comments below. But wow, where do we start? Where do we actually start? What performances do we actually talk about? Do we just rave about Anthony Elanga today? You know what, man? Anthony Elanga, what I will say about him is that he left Man United, and I always knew he's going to be a hard worker, someone who's humble, someone who's willing to learn. He had that about him at Man United. He wasn't a flashy player. He wasn't someone who was gifted with a lot of technical ability, but what he was a willing runner, a hard worker, someone who's willing to track back, someone who's willing to get and stretch the pitch, someone who gave a lot of United fans in that poor season of the 2021-22 season a lot of hope. Rashford was out of the team, upstepped Elanga, got a few goals, performed well in what was a terrible season. And not only has he carried it on, he's gone tenfold now. His game's better, his dribbling's better, his overall 1v1 play is better. Like, he's worked on his game. You can tell that from Anthony Elanga. He's, honestly, bro, I'm so happy for him. Like, genuinely, I'm so happy. Young lad, grew up from the academy. And you know what, man? Sometimes it's good to give people their flowers, man. And Anthony Elanga this season has been excellent. I don't know how many assists he's got now. Is it 10 assists now in the Premier League? Wow. I think Mo Salah's got 12. To get 10 assists for Nottingham Forest in the season, I don't know how many goals. He deserved the goal today. He deserved the goal today. Imagine getting them assists. What has he got? 1, 2, 3. 3 assists today. A hat-trick of assists. Could have been more as well. Could have got himself a goal as well. But honestly, bro, a dominant performance, man. When you got Chris Wood there as well, right place, right time. When you got a player like him is scoring goals for fun now. I think it's 16 goals now this season already. You know what I mean? I don't know how many in all competition. You know, a guy who's been a journeyman. He's had to graft from the Newcastles, the Burnleys, you know, all of these clubs to get where he is today. I love this sort of story, you know. A player who's still at, 33 years old now. People look at Jamie Vardy and be like, you know what, like, they're still doing that at age 38. I love this sort of story, yeah, where a player who's grafted his way to the top, yeah, you know, he hasn't got the PR, he hasn't got, it's not glamorous, it's not quick, but he's always in the right place at the right time. He's always a threat. He's always a danger, you know, and he could have got 4 goals today had that massive deflection went in. Like, he is such a top striker right now in the Premier League, and someone that, you know what, deserves to be seeing Champions League football next year because of the way he's kind of progressed in football right now, man. Honestly, bro, like, top performance. And I thought Gibbs White was excellent as well. Gibbs White's a Man United fan, yeah, but there's something about his game that I like, you know. He's a ball carrier. He's a He's a willing runner. He stretches the pitch. He gives you a lot in that midfield, and he gives Nottingham Forest the legs to go. You know what? We can defend today, but we're going to get on the pitch and we're going to attack. Like, it gives you that license to go, and when you're in that low block, to go and run. He's almost like a brilliant transition player. That's what he is. A phenomenal transition player, man. He's excellent. Absolutely excellent, man. And fair play to the team. But Nottingham Forest are in dreamland today. Never could they. I predicted 3-1. You know, they scored 3 goals at half time. The game was almost dead at when did they score? The 64th minute. 64th minute, they scored another 4. Another 4 goals in the last 20. Obviously, there was still a bit of time left, but in the last 30 minutes, they scored 4 goals. They absolutely destroyed Brighton. People can say Brighton were poor, and they were. You know what Brighton reminded me? Like, Brighton were very, very naive today. For them to be playing Rutter in midfield alongside João Pedro, yeah, and alongside Hinshelwood, yeah. So you got 2 attackers versus 1 recognised. Well, really and truly, apparently he's meant to be a versatile player, this Hinshelwood. He could play left back, centre back, right back, and midfield. But to play him in there and not have any cover, honestly, shame on you, man. Like, shame on Fabian Hurst for me. Because you know what? They had everything in that midfield. They had Danilo. They had my man, Anderson. And they had Gibbs White. Powerful players. Physicality. And you expect my man to win. That is so dumb. Honestly, it's sackable. It's sackable offence. And now they're back-to-back defeats now. So I don't know what he was thinking of today. And I know they have injuries. They have Beleba out. They have Yassin Ayari out. They have a couple of players out. But you still got O'Reilly on the bench. You still got I think the South American Don that you bought. You could have done something a little bit different to kind of just, you know, like, just make sure there wasn't enough bleeding on the football pitch. Like, it's crazy what you lot done. You know, so for me, I'm not giving you any benefit of doubts, man. And the players that came on for Nottingham Forest, yeah, got a goal. Jota got a goal. Awani came in and provided a threat. Dominguez came in and Sangari. Like, their bench is stacked, Forest, man. Your bench is stacked. You know what, man? Like, fair play. Your bench is benching. Your bench, I can't lie to you, is benching right now. So fair play to you, bro. You know what, man? I just think for me, Nottingham Forest deserve to be where they are. They've been playing consistently well. They've been playing with a swagger, with a style. And you know what? They do things what they want. They do things their own way. They do things their own way, man. They don't just play this. They can defend deep, but they also can just go and say, you know what? We're going to go 1-1 for you. But Elanga's performance today, man, I simply cannot believe it. That he absolutely terrorized that team there. And Champions League football is a real possibility. Like I said to you, you Nottingham Forest fans, yeah, are right now 3rd in the Premier League. Yeah, 3rd in the Premier League. Level on points. Well, you're technically 2nd, barring goal difference, right? And it's a big gap, to be fair. You're level on points with Arsenal in 2nd. You're 6 points behind Liverpool. We pray. Obviously, it's not going to happen because Liverpool got a game in hand. But, wow. Honestly, what a storyline. And I love it, man. This is what football's all about, guys. This is what I love about football, man. Like, we see these sort of teams. Last season, it was Aston Villa. The season before that, it was Newcastle. This is now Nottingham Forest's season to dream, to take it in and just realise that there's something special's happening this season. They got money. They got a rich owner. They can actually survive in that Champions League if they want to. And you know what? They've got a fan base that is very dedicated, very passionate, very, you know, they're local fans as well. Like, they bleed Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is a big club, man. Like, they've won Champions League. They've been there, bro. But they've had a few rocky 30 years or so where they've been absent from the Premier League. But now they're here to stay, man. And here to stay they are, man. What a game, man. Honestly, let me know your comments in the box below. And any Nottingham Forest fans in here, let me know what you guys think. Because, wow, I can only just give you the praise that you lot deserve, man, because you deserve it. You really, really do. An outstanding performance. Take care. Peace.